All right, all right. We are live, and who is the first person here but Katie Moonchild? So welcome, sweet spirit from Tucson, Arizona. And so I know that the announcement, I'll wait till I see the notification. I got the notification 30 minutes ago to get ready, and we will start the show. I do want to begin by thanking KD, the Soul Sisters, which is Sonia Rain Lee, and EQ for an amazing show at the beginning of the month. Did I have a show last week? Yes, that was the show last week. The big show at the beginning of the month was me. But my goodness, I got so many comments on my YouTube channel about that show. They loved it, the energy, the power of all the women together. And that was beautiful. And so, Katie, thank you. And Sonia and EQ, thank you again. Now, it was my intent to have this show every month as part of every week as part of Women's History Month, but I overbooked myself next week. So I had to cancel. Hey, Renee, welcome. Tarot Love Community. And so we are, Renee, I have no idea how to make you give you that wrench thing, but can you keep your eye out? Only one time that I have some person trying to come on here quoting Bible verses, and I thought, you don't know who you're dealing with. Okay, I can hit you with the Bible harder in a way, but I just blocked them. So Renee, you know what? We'll talk about it later, and make Katie also a monitor. And so I'm going to put in the chat. This is the link to Lily's YouTube channel. So Lily has 9 subscribers, and we need to get that number higher. All right, there we go. I just got the notification that my show is on. So very good. So if you haven't already subscribed to Lily's channel, Lily Bennu, there is her link. So she has 9 subscribers, and I need 9 subscribers to hit 100. So y'all tell your friends to come on over to my channel and help me get to 100. I would appreciate that. Let me see if and Janet P, hello. Oh no. All right, I was trying to do some stuff, but I'll have to do it now. This Janet P, welcome. I'll at you later. Yes, Renee, I will do that. So let's get started. I am so excited. My guest today is the one, the only Lily Bennu. She is a crystal queen, meaning that she is a crystal subject matter expert. She is a Reiki Master, certified Reiki Master. She is an artist in many ways. She is a writer, an actress, a producer. She creates resin. She's a painter. She makes crystal jewelry. Thank you, Katie. And so here she is. Now, of course, she is my daughter. I was just thinking today that her dad and I are so proud of her. You know, I am proud of the person that she is, not what she does, and she does a lot of things, but I'm proud of the person that she is. I am glad because we went through some stuff, and she is just a beautiful person, a giving person, a creative person, a loving person. And I am so glad about that. And so I couldn't be more proud of her. I do fuss at her a lot, but I'm her mother. So that's my job, right? I love her a lot too. So whatevs. So here we go. Here is Lily Bennu from the hobby room in our house. We are on 2 different sides of the house today. And I shut your door. I can hear you over here. So Lily, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I was thinking today, I don't even know how you got into crystals. I mean, remember, I'm putting together a book, and I had a crystal for each. I'm working with some goddesses, and I had done my research. And then when I told them, Lily was just throwing, I'm like, I don't even know. So how did you even get interested in crystals?
So literally, this is what happened. Is remember, I went to school in Tarzana. And so I think during one of my quarters, the classes were a 4-hour block. So 9 to 1, 2 to 6, and then 7 to 11. And I think one quarter I had a class from 9 to 1 and 7 to 11 on the same day. So I was essentially just trapped, in the valley. And so I was going to Starbucks. There's a Starbucks a little bit down the street from my school. And every time I would pass this Starbucks, I would pass the Imagine Center. And so finally, and everything, I was like, what is this store with all these rocks and these statues, So finally, one time going to Starbucks, after I got my Starbucks, I went in the store, I was like, what is this place? And yeah, that's where I got my first crystals, my first, meditation, first tarot oracle deck, probably. So that's where it all started. I was thirsty for a Frappuccino and then went into the Imagine Center.
Very good. So let's talk about crystals. Like I said to you, crystals are more than just magical rocks. You're like, but they are magical rocks. And so let's talk about crystals and how you incorporate them into your art.
Well, I really like crystals. I was just thinking last week about the etymology of the word crystal because it's, almost similar to Christ. And I'm sure they have a connection to the Greek Christos, which means like light.
Hey, Sonia.
Hello, Sonia. So I got to look up the etymology if I can of the word, but crystals are literally Mother Earth's magic, her light, and her power that she shares with us to help us, which then helps her. So crystals are one of the greatest tools you can use for your spiritual journey. I really do believe they're little chunks of light made from Mother Earth, and they vibrate at different frequencies because that's all frequency is light at different variations. And so crystals are really awesome. They literally are able to give off a frequency, a vibration, a feeling. If you're not familiar with those other two words, they give off a feeling and an energy that permeates your space and also works with your energetics of your body as well. And so in all the things that I make, from bracelets to malas to my resins, I specifically use crystals only because they literally have such power. Every single one of you have a crystal and you don't know it because inside of you.
Okay, now you're getting ready to go into some deep stuff. So hey, Jamina. So talk about that. Talk about that.
So every one of us, you have a crystal, whether or not you know it, because inside of your iPhone is a clear quartz that is beaming energy. Inside your iPhone, there's clear quartz and I think there's some gold as well. So literally, scientifically, these are things that create and transmit literal energy, literal electrical pulses. So if you're like, they're just rocks that just look pretty, no, they're literal energy conductors. So even if you're not using it in your iPhone to beam, text messages, the blah, blah, Wi-Fi, whatever, you can use crystals in the same way as an energy transmitter and an energy creator for your intentions, for the space you're in, your office, your bedroom, whatever, and for yourself especially, because no matter where you at, you always in your body. So you can, work might be wonky, home might be wonky, you stuck in traffic and you angry, you are always in use. You can always change yourself first. And
that's what interrupt you. I thought you were going to talk about that we all have a crystal inside of us, like Goddess Tahita used to talk about.
Oh, that's your heart crystal, your heart seed crystal. I have no clue how to tell people about that.
So each person has, so you can give a general explanation of it.
Well, I remember she said that each of us has a crystal in our heart that I think is connected to our oversoul and kind of guides your journey for this life. So like mine was Lemurian seed crystal, and I'm connected to the Lemurian, so it makes sense. But yeah, to find out
that is my crystal also.
It's almost like we're related even beyond our physical bounds.
All right, Lily. So I know you got some crystals. So let's talk about how people could. You just dropped a whole bunch of information bombs using crystals for your space at work, in your home. And do you told me you had 7 crystals for the chakras? Is that what you have
No,
there?
not for the chakras, but just seven crystals that everyone should have, like seven beginner crystals that are like easy to get and like are just awesome.
All right, perfect. So let me tell you that. How about an example of using crystals? So a friend of mine was a pastor, and she came to this church, and there was a bunch of mess there, and she needed to do some work with the money. And so I told her, you're going to go to that space where the office is. You're going to clear it with sage. You're going to put tourmaline in the corners and then selenite. So blocking out negativity, bringing in the light. I said, and then on the table, you need to have some green crystals, because we want them to release the money. We want them to know that money is flowing and that there can be a healing to whatever is their money consciousness. So she says, how do I do that? I said, sure, put a plant in the middle or a candle and then surround it with the crystals, which is exactly what she did. And that money was flowing off that, right? He said, well, she was manipulating. No, she wasn't. She was using the energy. The people who were trying to block what she wanted to do were manipulating. And so when you get crystals, and you can check me on this, Lily, when you get crystals and things, the guides and higher selves get involved in this, and they can override your petty or even human fears, right? Because they were being petty at that time. But, so even my wife, Gail, was having some trouble at work, and girl, Lily knew. I was like, we got to pray, because if she is a sweetie and I love her, but don't, she is a Cancer sun, Capricorn moon, and Leo rising. Yeah, don't make that Capricorn, don't make that combo, girl. I was like, higher selves. Now listen, I know Dale ain't ask you, but y'all better good. So yeah, when you use crystals, then your higher selves can get involved, and you can override the lower vibrations. Okay, Lily, so what do you think about my little magic I did for Janet? And then let's talk about your 7 basic crystals.
Yeah, crystals, well, what happened in that situation is not at all manipulation. Everything exists as an energy and a frequency. So fear, regret, shame, guilt, all the things that we consider bad emotions, they vibrate at a frequency that is low, that is very stagnant. And so if you're ever wanting to change that, you want to not be fearful, you want to feel safe, you want to feel pleasure, whatever, you can counteract that with a higher vibrational frequency. So in this situation, no, that's not manipulation. No one want to be dealing with lame people, being penny pinching, being some Ebenezer Scrooges, So if you're trying to use the money for good or whatever, you're like, okay, guys, call it in. Because yes, crystals, each crystal has their own angel, like a angel connected to it. So even if you don't say have that crystal, you could be like, angel of amethyst, please come in with the amethyst energies into this situation because it needs healing. So all that person did in that situation was just bring in healing elements and healing vibrations to the situation so that it was for the best for everyone. Because at the end of the day, it was the best for everyone. That's why it was allowed to manifest.
It's happening. We're both earth signs. So I'm like, to me, I feel like if the crystal should be working with anyone, right? Virgo, she's a Capricorn and Taurus. So I want to just say this again. And so Janet P's got those selenite in the corners of her office. And it looks like enjoy learning about the crystals, moon energies through our learning lunations. And then I put Lily's YouTube channel. She's got 9 subscribers. If you don't subscribe to her channel already, please take a time to go over there and subscribe. So Lily, I'm turning the show over to you. What are the crystals that you have and then that you want to talk about? And then did you bring cards from your room?
Mm-hmm.
So you can do readings? Okay. All right. The show's turning over to you.
So I have 90 different types of crystals, which, with the amount that I have, I probably have like 500 crystals now,
Thank you, Janet and Sonia.
And this is like, I want to say over the years, this is like over, like a 5-year journey. So don't think that you need to try to catch up to me. Don't aim for having 500 crystals, you guys, like 20 will suffice. But I think I have 7 crystals here that I think are really good for beginners. If you're overwhelmed, like, where do I even start? What are these magic rocks? What are even their names? How do they work? Here are 7 crystals that I think Everyone should have in general. They're really good to start out with, and they're easy to find and they're affordable. So, first up, mom has mentioned it already, is black tourmaline. So, you can see here it's black. It had all tourmalines have these striations. That's how you're able to see them. Black tourmaline is so good. It is protective. It'll protect you. It'll protect, oh, it's mom's necklace. It'll protect you, your energy field, your room. If you can, you want to put 4 black tourmaline in each corner of your room, office, whatever. They protect against electromagnetic frequencies. So just as everything on the earth has an electromagnetic frequency, literally from like us humans to animals to electronics, some electromagnetic frequencies aren't harmonic like a lot of electronic ones. So for your iPhone, iPad, laptop, literally next to each one of those, I have a black tourmaline. I have a black tourmaline pyramid actually next to each one of those. Any electromagnetic frequencies that aren't in harmonics with my own, they're able to help disperse that. Plants can also do that as well for you. Certain plants, snake plants, and some other ones. So I highly recommend black tourmaline. If you're in like a kind of doo-doo situation, you need some clearing, you need some protection, black tourmaline is really great for that. Next, we're going to one I feel everyone knows, and that is amethyst. Amethyst is a purple stone. Everyone knows it because it's a popular gemstone for jewelry. So even if you don't understand that it's a magic rock, I'm sure everyone has seen an amethyst. Amethyst is really great for healing. Now, you can use this, of course, for spiritual healing, but emotional, physical, whatever healing is needed, healing a situation, if something is wonky between two people, you can use some amethyst, call in the angels of amethyst to work with that. And every single one of these crystals, I'm telling you, they're easy to find, and they're not expensive because there are, of course, fancy and expensive crystals, but everything I'm showing you right now, these are all simple and easy to find. So next,
Katie is saying that amethyst is her birthstone. I knew that because she has a February birthday.
Yeah, so that's what I'm telling you. Amethyst
got 70 crystals.
Oh, don't get out of hand like I have over these years. See, I love amethyst. Literally, it. I don't want to say the kind of the do all crystal, but it literally it can like do all healing. It just really is awesome. It's a multifaceted crystal. That's how I'll say it. So up next we have my second favorite crystal of all time, which is lapis lazuli. You can see here it's a blue stone. It's actually it's a stone composited of several stones: azurite, lazurite, sodalite, some other one, clear quartz, and pyrite. So it's actually a fusion of many different minerals into one. Lapis lazuli is so good for your spirituality, for your third eye, for opening your intuition. If you want to connect to the waters are the wisdom, the ocean, the womb. Lapis lazuli is really great for you as a stone of really ancient wisdom. They use this all the way back to, in Egypt. You find a lot of Egyptian art, lapis lazuli is in it. They really believed in it. And even that kind of famous eyeshadow they had, it's literally a bunch of crushed up lapis lazuli. So this is used in very ancient times, and I highly recommend it. Up next is probably the stone everyone really, really knows and everyone has, and that is rose quartz. My white light is blinding it out, but rose quartz is a pink stone. Everyone knows this stone because everyone wants love in some sort of fashion. So everyone's probably heard of rose quartz already. But it's the ultimate stone of unconditional love. If you like Kuan Yin, she works with rose quartz a lot because it really helps. I know Kuan Yin, it really helps unlock the heart chakra, bringing in soothing, bringing in the healing for anything related to the heart chakra, whether it's like you butthurt because you got dumped, random inner child issues, I've been lonely for 84 years, whatever it is, rose quartz can help start to bring in that healing that's necessary for your heart.
Well, looks like Katie and Jamina trying to throw out some big money stones. They both got a Moldavite.
Oh, we could talk about Moldavite, but yeah, that's a big money stone. That's when you're like up in your spiritual evolution. So up next we have selenite. And this is when the white light's helpful because selenite is white. It's kind of clear. It can be transparent even.
Hey,
Um,
Lisa, welcome. Oh yeah, now you can see it good.
there we go. And as you can see, selenite is also striated. That's how you're able to tell it. This, if out of any crystals I'm naming, if you would only get one crystal, I'm going to say get selenite actually, because it literally it clears everything and brings in light to everything. It's connected to the moon, Selene, the light of the moon. So it also help you with your intuition and bringing in that feminine magic of your inner knowing. But I'm telling you, if it's only one crystal you ever buy in your life, buy selenite because it really does. It just purifies everything. When you need to purify your other crystals, you use selenite to do that. You can literally put your crystal on top of a selenite crystal, and your selenite will clear it. So I'm telling you, this is one of the best crystals you can get. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this picture of these. It looks like astronauts. They're divers, and they're in these caves with all these like giant crystals coming in and out of the caves. Um, Literally, and they're like this big, and the crystals in the picture are like overlapping them. It's literally this underwater cave of selenite in Mexico. And I'm telling you, the diameter of these things, they're like 7 feet thick, and they're like so large. I'm like, oh, I want to go meditate in that cave. Come on. So selenite is really, really wonderful. Literally one of the best and easiest crystals you can get. And you see here, it can come in shapes. All these crystals, by the way, you can get in shapes if you want to, carved. Up next is carnelian. If you are a uterus haver, you need to have carnelian. If you got a uterus or had one, even if it's been removed with some surgery, whatever, if you got a uterus, you need to get carnelian. This is the ultimate sacral chakra stone. If you don't know, your sacral chakra is your second chakra, and it physically corresponds to your uterus. And energetically, we all have a sacral chakra, and that is your chakra of creation. Everyone's sacral chakra, especially women's sacral chakra, is blocked, usually off of some sort of, everyone's been sexually assaulted, essentially in America. So you have a lot of trauma in there. You need to clear it out so you are creating your best life for you. And carnelian is a stone that can do that. I'm going to get close up here because as you can see, it's kind of different colors. Carnelian is an agate, so it is striped like this one, as you can see here. And it's going to be from red to orange to white. But for those of you who do not know, clearing your womb, and I'm talking about your energetic womb, not your actual uterus. Don't be like, I need to do some weird stuff with my uterus. Just clearing out your sacral chakra, your womb, is going to create so much flow in your life so that you're able to literally create with your like divine power, especially if you got a uterus. I'm telling you, connect down to that girl, even if she ain't bled in years, whatever. Be like, what's going on, uterus? What are we creating today? Carnelian can help connect you to that flow, that vitality of life. So I really, really highly recommend that for all of us uterus havers. And then last and not least is citrine. Now, this is my fancy druzy citrine. I have some tiny ones, but this crystal comes with a warning. There's a lot of, I'm not going to say fake citrine because it is a crystal, but there's a lot of citrine on the market that is heat treated amethyst. So if you get a citrine that's like really, really dark at the point, it's been in an oven. Citrine is supposed to be almost clear, like barely yellow. So is it? Yeah, this one. You see, it's not like super, super dark. So that's just an FYI. Citrine is so wonderful, you guys. It is the ultimate optimistic stone. It works with your solar plexus. So it's like giving you willpower, optimism, drive, hope. It's connecting you to Father, Son. So money and abundance and luck. Everyone wants some of that, right? So citrine is really, really perfect for that. So just to go over, I said black tourmaline, amethyst, lapis lazuli, rose quartz, selenite, carnelian, and citrine. 7 easy stones to get for beginners if you don't know where to start or whatever you're looking for crystals to look at. That's a good place to start at, any one of those stones.
And I put those 7 crystals in the chat.
Okay, good. Yeah. So
talk about Moldavite.
So you guys can't see it because my lights are blinding me. But this is actually, I have Moldavite on this necklace. My camera's inverted. But and my bracelet too. My bracelet is Moldavite as well. Moldavite is one of the most amazing stones that you can buy. I'm sorry, guys. My camera's inverted and I'm right-left dyslexic. So trying to fix myself on camera was a little confusing. But Moldavite is one of the most amazing stones you can buy. I'm so glad they brought it up. There's something called the Synergy 12 stones, and they are the highest vibrational stones that have been found so far on this planet. And Moldavite is one of them. I don't remember all of their names, but Azeztulite is one of them. Azeztulite, Moldavite, Danburite, something called Tanzanite. I'm literally telling you.
Tanzanite. Yeah, that's only found in Tanzania, Africa.
Mm-hmm. So they're rare stones. A lot of them are only found like in a specific one place on the world. They're very rare. And so anyways, Moldavite is under that category because it's only found in the Moldova province of the Czech Republic. And literally, I don't know if you guys know about how Moldavite came to Earth, but a meteor struck the Earth and literally dug into the Earth, like into the Earth's crust. And so there's literally just like this giant tunnel. And the heat and the blah, blah, blah science happened when the meteor struck through the Earth. It created this glass. It glassified the Earth, and that's what Moldavite is. So I really love Moldavite. I personally use it connecting like to the void, because the void is the most amazing thing you can ever connect to, because it's literally creating anything from nothing, creating something from nothing. And that's what I really think about from Moldavite, because it literally came from the stars and just pummeled its way into the Earth, making this new, part of Earth. And that's, so first of all, it's expensive. And you have to be careful because like a lot of popular crystals, there are people, they'll get some glass and dye it green and call it Moldavite, and it ain't Moldavite. So you do have to be aware of that. But because of its rarity, because of how it's made and everything. And Moldavite, by the way, this meteor like hitting the Earth, it happened like 2 million years ago or something. So Moldavite holds a lot of ancient wisdom and energy and secrets, both from the Earth and from the sky. And so it's very funny on TikTok. You guys know the app. There is a smear campaign against Moldavite, and it is hilarious. Everyone's like, Moldavite ruined my life, because there are a lot of people buying crystals to be cute. So this is my warning. This is what I gotta say about Moldavite. Moldavite is not a crystal you buy to be cute. When Moldavite enters your life, you are buying it, or it comes to you, know that you're on a spiritual journey and it's ascension time. So all the issues, the shadows, the whatever is coming up. It's going to come up to be healed. And if you ain't ready, you're going to be like these people crying on TikTok. So I say all that, but I made this necklace last year. I can't remember. I think it has like maybe 30 Moldavite beads on it. The store that I mentioned earlier in the clip where I found out about crystals, I worked at that store for a few months off and on. The Imagine Center, which if you're in the LA area, we highly recommend you go to.
That's right. I told KD and EQ to go there.
Oh, yes. And, Goddess Tahita is opening up back shop, and she's doing healings herself now.
What?
Yes, we have to go back.
And I need to have her as a guest. I'm going to reach out to her.
I know. So anyways, the Imagine Center is amazing. When I worked at the Imagine Center, in our special crystal case, we had Moldavite. And there's this lady, she'd come in. One of the most ungrounded people like ever to exist ever. Hi, Denise. Hi. And she asked my manager to, she's like, can I see all the Moldavite that you have? And so Tracy brought out all the Moldavite that we had in the store, and she was looking at different pieces. And I literally had to go to the opposite side of the room, like literally in the corner. I was like, kind of like having an anxiety attack because the energy of the Moldavite was so strong. And the lady was just standing there. She was like, and I was like, how are you not catching on fire right now, ma'am? You
Even
know,
KD is saying that Moldavite is really strong.
it is. And I remember when I bought these beads and I put them on your hand and I didn't tell you, and you
Yeah.
were like, what are these? Moldavite is a very strong and intense energy. It really is. But that being said, we live in strong and intense times. So it's time to buckle up and get your evolution on. So I wear this every day. I'm
Oh,
fine.
strawberry rhubarb. Sharon is here. Sharon, this is my beautiful daughter, Lily.
Hello, Sharon. So yeah, I love Moldavite. I've been on a ebb of my money. It ain't flowing, it's ebbing, but the flow is coming back. But I'm like, I need to get one more Moldavite piece. I have, I think, 3 or 4 of them, and they're in my room, and they're in my room all the time, and I wear this all the time with my Moldavite bracelet, and I ain't caught fire. So just level up your spirituality, you'll be fine.
All right. Anyone else? Let's wait. If we'll do some readings. Lily's got 2 amazing decks that I love. But Lily, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about or any questions? If y'all have any questions about crystals, please drop them in the chat. And I want to say hello to the 50 or so people that watch this after the fact. I love you guys. You're all commenting. Sonia, I want to let you know, and KD, people loved our show. I got so many comments about that. So thank you to all you folks who catch us later. We appreciate you. You are welcomed and loved. And I'm so, Renee, thank you for begging me, forcing me, demanding that I become a part of the Tarot Love community. I love these ladies in the chat. All fantastic, all wonderful. Now, Strawberry Rhubarb, I watch her show on Saturday when I can catch it when I'm not napping. She is so sweet. Now, I think her and Lisa, though, got like a nasty lady show, which I'm going to have to catch. I'm like, because sometimes their little comments, I'll be like, whoo, my little virgin eyes and ears. What is going on? I say, oh, I'm trying to get, what's that Southern? I get the vapors from watching what's going on with them. So this is a great, great group. And I've dropped Lily's link. If
You got my Etsy shop in there.
your Etsy shop, your YouTube are inside the program notes. And you can see that. Yeah, see, now they're laughing at me because I'm talking about the Nasty Women. I think it's called Nasty Women Tarot. So, Sharon, what is the date of that, the time and date of that show? Or at least let me know when that is. And so, Lily, if you have any questions for Lily, yes, it's called Nasty Ladies. Let me know when it is. Yes, the vapors. Oh, and Jamina saying, yeah, lots of fakes.
Mm-hmm.
So Sharon, let me know when your show is. And Lily, what else do you want to say about crystals? And if y'all have any questions, and then we'll get to some readings because Lily's got 2 amazing decks to do readings from today, and I'll be her assistant with the readings. Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific time. I thought you had a show on Saturday that I watched. I guess not. Maybe I saw it live before. Go ahead, Lily.
So I got some things. So I make how I started in my crystal businessing is making bracelets. I've made all kinds of different crystal bracelets. This one that I have here with the Moldavite on it, I think I made them in 2020 and they sold out like in a month. It was gone. We were like, Moldavite? So, but I make crystal bracelets. I make malas, which are Indian prayer beads. I have some different crystal malas, and everything I make out of, genuine crystals. If something is on the bracelet or a mala that's not a crystal, I will say that. Like some beads are decorative, because even decorations bring in an energy. The nasty lady tarot.
And then her show, she has her Strawberry Rhubarb show on Saturdays. That's the one I try to catch.
So yeah, everything I make with crystals, and I make with a specific energy for different intentions to bring into your life. So like when I got into spirituality, I got in through kind of with Egypt.
Oh, my pearls.
Clutching her pearls. So I have like different bracelets, This is my Egyptian one, and it has the Ankh, which is the key of life. I have um, I have a bracelet of this one too. This is my chakra mala. So you have a stone for each one of your chakras on here. And then what I started making last year are resin pieces. Um, Organite, which was found slash created by Wilhelm Reich. It's a cord. It's a wax cord, and then I use it to. It's knottable because in between each stone is a knot. But yeah, I don't remember its name, but it's a cord. It's a cord covered in wax. And so Organite is what I started learning about how to make. I've ordered Organite pieces for years, and how it works is Wilhelm, in his sciencing, he was doing these things. He found that when you layered things, inorganic material, organic material, inorganic material, organic material, something about the ions, blah blah blah, science, it becomes something that creates. I always say positrons, and that's not a word, but either electrons or something ions, but it's positively influencing the area. And so after he made these, the spiritual community, went to town with it. So you can use all these different materials, but with the resins, I use um, like this one. So we have lapis lazuli, I have charms, creating energy as well. And then like my inorganic materials in the back, the glass beads. But I really love Organite in these resin pieces because you're able to charge an area. So that, and they're cute. And this is kind of the good thing about crystals is you can, if you're like, oh, I don't want people to think I'm woo-woo. You'd be like, look at these pretty rocks on my desk, and leave it at that. Little do your people at work know you working on your energy. You working on yourself. They don't need to know your business. It's okay. Make your cubicle work for you. So, that's also the cool thing about them is, crystals and these pyramids, they're all very beautiful. And so even if like you have a friend who's like not feeling well or having an issue, you could just give them this gift. They're going to accept it, because it's coming from love. And then it's working on an even whole energetic level that they're not even aware of, helping to bring them more healing. So I have different resin pieces. These lights are so blinding. Different coasters.
And Renee can give you a shout out. You made her a beautiful resin.
I did.
I forgot to tell you, she was showing it off on her channel one day.
Oh yeah. Mom's, and then I have these zodiac ones. Mom's sign has sold out already. I don't have any more Virgo discs.
What?
They're all gone.
All right.
I know. So, and that's really the inspiration to everything that I make. I literally curate these pieces with an intention for each one of them. Help with your chakras, help healing this area, help bring in new energy. For all the things that I make, from my bracelets to my malas and to the resin pieces. It's really just helping bring in and create new energy for you for whatever is needed in your spiritual journey.
So everything, Lily's Etsy shop is in the show notes. Her YouTube is in the show notes. Share her YouTube so we can get her numbers up, and then letting y'all know I need 9 subscribers to get to 100, thanks to Tarot Love Community. And so people are loving your stuff. So now that I know how to highlight the questions I was practicing, let's see if you have any questions. So if you have any questions, if you want a reading, you're more than welcome. Please can you put it in all caps? That way it'd be easier for me to see. And then yes, Lily. So have you given me a reading with that deck?
Dude, I've barely touched these cards.
Astral Realms crystal.
They're so beautiful though. And then Mom's favorite. Mom, you're frozen. Hold on, you guys. Since we're in the same house, it's so easy to tell someone when they're frozen. I just got to go across the room real quick. Let me see what's going on. Oh, no, I'm the host. Mom, you're frozen and it kicked you off. Yeah. Just come into the room. Technical difficulties, you guys. You know how it is sometimes. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start off with this one, the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle, and we'll pull some cards from there. Are we still streaming though?
I don't think so.
Oh, I can check on my phone. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. We are still live. So I'm like on my phone now. So if you guys have I'm sorry, guys. We are still live. So if you guys have a question, type it into the comments and I'll pull cards for you guys. Thank you, Sonia. Yeah, I've made these pyramids. I've almost sold all of them out. But I have all kinds of different ones. You guys can look at my Etsy shop. All right. So I have here the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. Oh. Mm. Anyone want a card pulled?
Hello.
Okay.
All right. So you're taking questions?
Yes, Sonia, I have an upcoming trip. What's in store for me?
All right.
All right.
All right. So good. So you can do Sonia's reading.
What is this? Smoky Amazonite, regular star, abundance. This is the card you got, Sonia. Abundance. Now, I'm a little new to these cards. So we're going to double check what the book says.
All right. And I'll pull one. And then Katie will also take a card. And then Janet is asking, what is the best crystal for a tough work environment?
All right. First, let's go read Sonia's card.
All right. We're just doing one
Gratitude.
circle. All right.
Gratitude, visualization, mindset. Attracting abundance or living abundantly is dependent on your frame of mind, and the first step in allowing it to flow to you is believing and knowing that it is possible. The universe is here to give you all that you desire, so let the law of attraction work in your favor. For this connecting to your trip, I'm just feeling like there are some things that you need to just be open to. Um, I don't know how long your trip is or where you're going, but I'm just feeling like there are some more things coming to you than what you are able to think of in the trip. So just to have an open mind, because that's what abundance is. Everyone says abundance for money, but abundance is receptivity. How open are you to receiving new things and receiving more things? So maybe you're gonna get an upgrade on your flight or something. Be open to the good that comes to you is what I'm getting for this abundance card.
And very interesting, I got the Ace of Seas. So this is also about a new beginning emotionally, a new beginning of flow. So this trip is looking very good for you, my sister.
Mhm.
So we're going to pull a card for KD, but can you let Janet know?
Yeah, so for a doo-doo work environment, I'm gonna say your best ones are black tourmaline and selenite. Selenite clears, it releases, it removes, and then black tourmaline brings in protection from lower vibrational frequencies. So those are like two of the best ones. And then whatever energy, maybe like if communication is bad, you want to get a stone that's blue because it's going to work with your throat chakra. So like, I don't know, maybe like everyone's communication is really bad at work. Get some sort of blue stone, celestite, blue lace agate, lapis lazuli, if you need that that'll because there's always, and with work it could be more than one root issue, but you always want to count whatever the root issue is. You always want to counteract with the opposite frequency. So like if it's bad communication, bring in something for good communication. Sometimes work just sucks because people are negative and they ain't ever going to change, so you just got to protect yourself.
That's true.
So
I think the feeling I'm really getting is a rose quartz, that you have a lot of people that are operating from fear and self-loathing. And so the selenite will bring up the light, and the black tourmaline will take away the negativity, but they can really just use an increase in love.
yeah, rose quartz. Love is almost like always the answer to everything. Love is always the key. It'll help because, fear, shame,
Mhm.
regret, all those things, the counteracting to that is love, self love, self acceptance, self compassion. That all vibrates in that heart chakra. So, rose quartz, yeah. Rose quartz is also a stone to where, like, it's almost good for everything because everything needs love because everything is full of hate on this planet.
Negative environment. So yeah, that black tourmaline, selenite, and then rose quartz. And if you infuse it with love, it will definitely make a difference. Yeah, don't forget thumbs up. And Jamina, can you still not see me? It seems like everyone else can see me. Lily, pull a card. Let's pull a card for Katie, and then
Oh,
Lisa.
one more. Also, get some kind of a yellow stone, citrine, sunstone, pyrite, because also that works on like optimism. So like just bringing in more of a light energy as well. All right. So who is
This
this
is
for?
for Katie. Katie.
Katie. Did she have a question?
She just said there. Just pull a card.
All right.
And Jamina, can you still not hear or see me? She was saying she can't see me. Katie said she'll take a card.
All right. All right. A card for Katie.
I think I'm going to use for her.
Oh, this is a beautiful card. It's lace agate, air element, adaptability.
Yeah, she's an Aquarius.
My lights are so blinding. So yeah. Can you see it's like this beautiful crystal like on a stair to clouds? So let us see. 23. Okay, balance, flexibility, flow. How do you approach unfamiliar or uncomfortable situations? Energy is always shifting and altering, and the way you individually respond to these shifts in energetic flow has a huge impact on the direction of your life. If there is resistance, harmful fear based energy blockages may manifest that can make life much harder for you to navigate. The ability to adapt and be fluid when energy is flowing around and through you is a valuable skill, and you are reminded to go with the flow. Remember, what you resist persists. And I feel that's just kind of like maybe if something was going on in your personal life, Katie, um, we're like this is the last day of Pisces season today, and then tomorrow starts Aries season with the equinox. So things are kind of shifting right now. So maybe for like, what's going on, or even just maybe like waiting on some things to come. The flow is coming back. So you might just have to be adaptable maybe for like another week, and then things will start to shift for the better.
That's true. And the card that I got for you is forgiveness and understanding. And actually, your very first card was no, but I didn't like it, so I put it away. So, yes, I think if you, that there's something that you're wondering, like, is it going to stay this way? Or am I going to be stuck in this position? The answer is no. And then move into forgiveness. Apply that Aquarian, let that crazy Aquarius energy come around to yourself. Forgive yourself, and then move from a place of understanding. All right. Spirit Intuitive Tarot is Lisa. She would like a card.
All right. Oh my goodness. She got this card whose name I can't pronounce. It's called like eudaimonia.
Wow.
And it's malachite. Malachite and Uranus. When I first got this deck, I saw this card. I was like, is that a made up word? So let me see this message. Eudaimonia is a philosophy pertaining to each individual self and finally living in your knowing. You can access this knowing and guide yourself down the path to your bliss by looking inward and healing your past traumas and wounding. You will then be able to allow positive energies to fill these once negative spaces from a new positive mindset. You have now permitted yourself to experience life on a higher vibrational level where you can attract what truly sets your soul on fire. And then I like this. This is connected.
Let me interrupt you because this is the card I got for her. So on track for what you're saying. Inner child healing.
And this card, and malachite, we talk about pink stones being for the heart. That's for your higher heart. Green stones are for your heart chakra as well, but on the earth level. And that pertains like connecting to your body and even like your earth star chakra, which is what holds the information of our past lives and of our subconscious programming. So yeah, might also be like some sort of heart healing that goes within your child, because that's where your inner child lives, is in your heart. And with this card, it has Uranus for the ruling energy. Uranus is like chaos and shift and change, which has been like the theme of like the past few years. But with that chaos, shift, and change, when that stuff happens, it's even if it's hard to understand, it's always for the good. Because it's going to help you either bring something up, so it could be seen to be healed. So maybe things have, something weird happened, or if something triggers you soon, like pay attention to that. Because anything that triggers us is our soul talking to us like, hey, this is what you need to heal. And yeah, look up if you have any crystals, or if you like to do a heart meditation, might want to do something for your heart chakra as well.
That's true. And especially if so many of us are in a place to where we're at our final graduation. So we're getting ready to level up. And so those last triggers, because your guides are saying, let's just get this mess out. We don't want to deal with this as your next level.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's pull a card from Miss Sharon.
And this is called the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. This is one of my newer ones. I think I just got it in like November or December of last year. But I was like, crystals? Crystals on cards? Take my money. Oh, all right. You got the Sewn Sunstone. Deep knowing.
Hilarious. Look how on target we are. Look at what the card is I got for her. It's called Learning Experience. It's talking about deep knowing.
All right, let me see what this one says.
Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Jamina, do you want us to pull a card for you?
Can Jamina hear you now?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, deep knowing. Deep knowing is intuitively based knowledge on a profound level of trusting your gut, of trusting all your senses, and trusting what cannot always be tangibly seen. There is no need to keep searching for the answers externally as they lie within you. You have the ability to unlock your own mysteries and access ancient divine knowledge to invoke wisdom, surpass limitations, and receive powerful downloads to not only raise your own energetic vibrations, but also those of the collective. You will need to hold focus and allow space within your sacral chakra to remain open to receiving these vibrations.
All right, so give her an interpretation.
Oh, well, this is just, as I said, times are really shifting. So, and even I've been in that space sometime. We were just like, let me ask every single reader other than myself what's going on. So, if you can this weekend, especially today, this is our last day of Pisces season. Just takes like 30 minutes to yourself if you can. Do a meditation, sit in silence. Because a lot of the times, we literally, our soul is always directing us. And then when we have all these kind of external things confusing us, sometimes you just got to get centered and connect to yourself and be like, self, what is going on? And those things will be revealed to you. So I'm just taking this deep knowing as like, take a pause, take a break sometime this weekend if you can, and just really connect with yourself and see how it is you want to move forward. And again, with that sacral chakra coming in is, receptivity. Sometimes we think about how we want to receive things and how they will show up. And so you're setting a limitation on how it might show up. So just being open to the flow, to how the message might come through, or how, the information may come through to you, being open to it and however it chooses to show up.
All right. So we are running out of time. I want to thank everyone for being here. Please, as Sonia said, give us a thumbs up. The link to Lily's Etsy shop, to her YouTube channel is in the show notes. I'm glad all of you showed up, came to support my little girl. I always call my little girl. If you saw her standing at 6'2", you might not consider her to be so little, but she's always my little girl. So thank you all who came out to support her. And I just appreciate this beautiful community. For me, I've been a loner for a long time, partially because it was hard for me to trust. And I'm Virgo, so I'm always judging myself. And so to be a part of this group has been so loving, so supporting, so accepting means the world to me. And so thank you. Thank you to everyone that will watch this later. Lily, close us out with what you'd like to say.
So yeah, if you're watching this later, you go subscribe on YouTube. Check out my Etsy shop. I am having a sale. We don't know when, but I am leaving this year. It's happening, hell or high water.
And Dipshani, go ahead. We'll pull a card for you before we head out. We got one person who's asking a question, and we are pulling one card. But go ahead. Keep saying what you're saying, Lil.
So yeah, you can go to my Etsy shop. I have a sale up. I have a sale up. So I'm like, I'm leaving the US, you guys. I'm gonna be gone for a while. So I'm trying to make sure that the beautiful crystal things I've made find their partners to work with them before I leave. If you can follow me on YouTube, or you can follow me on TikTok. I upload my TikToks to YouTube. So either way, you can find me there. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Let's pull a card for Dipshani. She says, I want to know Shakib feelings. Now, is this about a dude? Is Shakib a guy?
Shakib?
Yes. So.
Oh,
So you know I'm not going to answer this one, Lily. So you go ahead.
I'll see what the cards say.
All right. I have a thing about love cards. If you want to know how someone's feeling, in my opinion, ask them. But these are two young ladies, so I'll give this over to them. Blessings to all of you who have shown up today, participating, and to all of you later. Please, in the show notes is the information for my daughter's stuff. All right, here
So
you go. This is your
you
card.
got the card Curiosity.
Ah.
Let's see. And Apophyllite, which is a very rare and powerful stone. Oh, and the planet that rolls over this card is Jupiter. So that's a very beneficial energy. So let's see what it says. Development, alignment, experience. Your curious nature is all a part of your soul's journey in this human experience. Being curious opens new avenues and doors in life that may have been blocked or closed due to your innate fears about understanding and comprehending the unknown. Without curiosity, you would remain complacent, halting your ever looming expansion. Your soul, mind, and body yearn for new information and new experiences, and holding space for your curiosity can take you down the road to your destiny. I feel like that's so obvious, but let me explain even further. Is, in love, especially, some of us ladies, there's a lot of fear involved with it. And so it's like, I don't want to be direct in confronting with this person. So I'm gonna ask every astrologer and every card reader what they're feeling instead of just asking them. So yes, rejection can be scary, or if you get told something you don't want to hear, but you have to just be curious and find out for yourself, because even though the toughest spiritual lesson that we all have to accept is that even bad things that happen to us or tough things that happen to us are for our greater good. So if Shakib tell you they're not feeling it and you're like, that's good, you can go on to the next person. So this card, and especially with Jupiter ruling this card, maybe, you can be, we have the phrase curiosity kills the cat. Be curious. You got 9 lives.
That's right, because satisfaction brought him back. So the answer can be very satisfactory if you ask.
Yeah, so we have Jupiter on this card. So I think maybe it'll be, either way, it's going to be something good.
That's right. We're just going to send you some good energy, and you be bold, sister. Be bold.
Now it's Aries season tomorrow, so ain't no.
That's right.
Nobody can be afraid for one whole month. Go out, be reckless, punch the person you like in their rib, be like, from my heart to yours. Like, don't take no for an answer. Go run a marathon.
Or send a note. Do you like me? Yes, no. So be bold. Be bold. Love is in the air. If he's not the one, honey child, there's 100 million more. All right, we're going to end this show. Thank you all. I love you all. Blessings to you all. Have a beautiful weekend.